Today let's talk about the FAFSA. So the FAFSA is the free application for federal student aid, and no matter what type of income your family has, it's a really good idea for you to fill out the FAFSA so that you can open the door for any type of funding that the government might give you. Also, most universities, especially in New Mexico, do require that you have completed the FAFSA in order to gain access to state scholarships like the lottery and the Bridge to Success. So the first thing that you do is you go to fsa.ed.gov and then you'll click Start Here, clearly because you're new to this. All right, so there's the first place that you go. Then what you have to do, and here this is a very important screen because if you're the student, you'll click on I am the student. If you're the parent, of course, you'll click on I am the parent or preparer, unless you're, as a parent, you're asking your student to prepare this. But of course, it's helpful for both of you to have an FSA ID, which is the Federal Student Aid ID. I'll get to that in just a second. So if you're the student, click on I am the student. And then it says, do not log in with the FSA ID if you are not the student. This is why it's important for parents to also have their own FSA ID. Now, you don't have one yet, unless, of course, you have been proactive and kind of gone through this process already. Many of you probably have not because it probably was not on your radar. So the FAFSA opens on October 1st every year. What you need is an FSA ID. So you can click right here to create one. Now, I'm not going to be able to create one with you. I have one for my son and I have one for myself as well, but it's very, very easy. So what you do is you start by creating your FSA ID. So what you'll need to do is get started, and you need your social security number and your date of birth. So if you look at this, I understand that I'll be required to certify that the information I provide is true and correct and that I'm the individual I claim to be. If I'm not the person I claim to be, I understand that I'm not authorized to proceed and that I should exit this form now. So you and your parents can have this conversation about who will be the arbiter of your account. It really is a good idea for both of you to have access. So you'll fill in this information, including your date of birth and your social security number. By now, strong tip, you should have that social security number memorized. Please do not store it in your wallet. Please do not store it in your phone if at all possible. All right, once you fill that out, you'll continue. And what will happen is it will process the request, and it usually is pretty quick. It's computer generated, and so you'll receive an FSA ID in your email. You'll want to log that information, hold on to it, and then once you have all of that data, then you'll be able to log in and create your FAFSA. So your assignment for today, if you're the student, is to work on getting your FSA ID. Parents, that's your assignment too, should you be so inclined. Right now, I think that that's the first step. We need to get that happening, and then we can move into doing the actual free application for federal student aid. All right, good luck. Let me know how it goes.